$1,000 or a case worth millions of dollars. Built for full power.
The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Welcome, basketball fans, Tuesday Night Hoops as your Spring Hill Broncos host the Shawnee Mission South Raiders. Welcome to Spring Hill, Kansas' second home contest of the season. Alex Smith here with Caden Carbajo, and get used to my voice tonight because we'll be bringing you all of the action all week long. We're carrying the Friday doubleheader action as well, as we're excited to close out the pre-holiday portion of this season of Broncos basketball. Again, they are taking on the Raiders from Shawnee Mission South, just 1-0. They've only played once. Of course, your Broncos 2-2 off that heartbreaking overtime loss. And so they are trying to bounce back. This pregame show is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. A couple keys to the game, couple of area matchups to take a look at. We'll do that all when we come back on your Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Well, still very early on in the season. The area matchups are brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients in their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Well, just said it, the Shawnee Mission South Raiders, they've only played one other game this season, but that was a huge win over Olathe West, who were tabbed early on to be one of the favorites up in 6A. So they're just 1-0, and they are also tabbed to be one of the best teams in 6A as well. This is not a deep program, unfortunately, for the Raiders. That was on display in the JV contest. Extremely lopsided. I believe the Raiders scored 9 points in the entire JV contest. Their varsity roster contains only 7 players. However, 6 of those players are over the height of 5'10". So that pretty easily leads into your keys to the game for Spring Hill, as I get very distracted from your girls' area matchups here. Looks like Eudora and Paola clashing earlier tonight at 6. A lot of these games happen in a double-header format, not able to get that score maybe at halftime. Of course, we've got the late start here, 7:30, and also Baldwin and Lewisburg facing off in girls basketball as well. Plenty of boys action around the league too. And of course, your Shawnee Mission South Raiders, 13-7 a season ago in the absolute slogfest of the Sunflower League. We'll see what Spring Hill can do against them tonight. We'll take one more break and bring it back for Anthem. And for starters, you're watching high school basketball here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Ladies, do you know what you want to drink?
Ooh, yeah, I'll have the unlimited coffee.
Me too. You got some coffee?
You know, back in my day, unlimited meant there were no limits. But you need a limit. Tired of paying for unlimited offers that leave you feeling limited? Experience Limitless with Go Brawley.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2050. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Tuesday night hoops action from Spring Hill as the Broncos take on the Shawnee Mission South Raiders, who are a 1-0 on the young season. Raiders quickly win the tip up ahead. Layup missed. Rebound grabbed by LaPlante. Mentioned that the Raiders come in as one of the most feared teams in the state. Of course, they've only had one opportunity to prove that so far, but they have against Olathe West. Look at that defense inside by Funchess. Nice pass into the middle and converted by Busher for two. So Spring Hill strike first on a standalone matchup. Games around the Frontier League still being played in the girls then boys doubleheader format, not here tonight. Staines down low for Funchess. Corner kick out. Moore's three is off the front iron and wrestled away by Busher. Busher is working on Ashley Van Elders down there, wearing number 24 for the Raiders. She's 6'3", maybe one of the tallest players the Broncos will face this year. Illegal screen on that play prevents the Broncos from establishing early flow. And it is Suter who picks up the foul. And on the air broadcasting Bronco girls basketball for the second time this season, called the season opener, and unfortunately Suter fouled out of that one. Since then, the Broncos have lost two, I should say, and won one for an overall record of 2-2 as the Raiders throw it away. Looks like the Raiders want to certainly push the pace here early on. Bond up the court for the Broncos. Zone look from Shawnee Mission South. Free ball on the way for Weber. She cans it. Jenna Weber for three. And the Broncos up 5-0 early. Dribble drive by Moore to the left side, gets fouled. And it's going to be Raider ball underneath. Weber picks up the foul after cashing in the first triple. Inbound play for Funchess, puts it on the deck, and a wild attempt was partially blocked. Got her on board, back up with it, and got fouled. Well, Funchess listed at 6 foot. Unfortunately, do not have roster heights. That's something I'm working on individually with the coaching staff here to get some more intel on the Spring Hill Broncos players. But LaPlante picks up the first personal, already the team's third foul of the first quarter. Free throw up and good by Funchess. Funchess already looking like a very solid player here for the Raiders, kind of in that 4 spot with the taller Van Elders at the natural 5. Here comes Bond up the right side, is doubled. And just about now, Weber does throw it away. Here comes Moore, pulls up and can't convert. Rebound again by LaPlante. But it's going to be collected and put in for the first bucket of the game by the Raiders. Scrappy one scored by Staines. More full court pressure. We'll see if the Broncos can handle it here early on in the season. Busher for Bond, who pounds with the left hand. Now Suter for Weber. Looks to score anytime she's got it. This time drops it down low. LaPlante going to work again and draws the contact. The foul does go against the 6'3" Van Elders. That's the first of the game for the Raiders. So 4 games behind them now. Those early season, I should say, free throw jitters kind of out of the way. Your first heartbreaking defeat out of the way. That came in overtime their last time out. But we will watch this potential for maybe some foul trouble for Shawnee Mission South. Only, I mentioned, 7 players on that varsity roster listed. Free throw up, no good. But the rebound is ripped away, controlled by the Raiders momentarily, but it'll be Bronco ball. Kelly Rodden comes into the game for the first time. First time here at home. And receives the inbound pass. Here's Weber lining up a 3, thought better of it. Into the middle of the lane and off the back iron, too strong with the left hand. More beautiful pass up ahead. And now gets it to Van Elders. Lefty hook won't go. Rebounded by the Raiders, put back up, and a third chance now for Shawnee Mission South. Smith swings for Funchess, now gets it back. On the dribble drive, lost it, but the Raiders keep it in. Swung around, 3 ball now for Funchess, no good. And Van Elders had a hand on it. It'll be out of bounds, staying with the Raiders underneath. Couple subs into the contest. That's pretty much their entire varsity roster has now entered the game. Doesn't mean you can't put JV players in too, but based on the earlier results, maybe not something they want to do. Crossover at the free throw line by Smith, and it's going to result in a foul on the floor. Already the 4th. One's against Isla Herman, who just checked into the contest. So difficult to get up to speed when you're a sub, especially defensively. Another dribble drive by Smith, cut off. Hand off for Moore, into the lane. Now outside for Burnt. Good defense by the Broncos, good man-to-man. Cameron Smith this time to the right-hand side, gathers and can't finish. Raiders there for the rebound. Another third chance for Shawnee Mission South, and Broncos finally able to end the possession. They still lead by 2 with some pressure here, turn it over. And a tie-up there between Weber and Cameron Smith. As I mentioned on that first broadcast, I also apply my trade at Johnson County Community College. I actually saw the older brother of Jenna Weber, Ryan Weber, facing off against the Cavaliers about a week ago. And more about that after this timeout.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Right back into it after the jump ball, the timeout. Here comes a Weber pounding with the left hand, passing into the middle for Bond. Now up ahead, it's Herman. Back for Bond. Short jumper was an air ball, but Broncos got the rebound. And one. Callie Rodden scrapping underneath and gets it to go. It's a big bucket for Rodden in off the bench. And a chance to add one more. Stretch out that lead. Bench is active early on for the Raiders in terms of the frequency of the substitutes. And that is something you would expect when you have fewer available. You kind of have to just take them out when they're tired, less about strategy. And Callie Rodden, beautiful three-point play. Put Spring Hill up by 5. And that pass picked off. Jenna Weber gets back in time to deny the entry to Funchess. Bond now with some space to attack. Almost lost it, did. Here comes Cameron Smith with the right hand. All the way in for 2. So a 3-point advantage now for the home team playing here for the first time this season. That one is thrown away. That's exactly what the Raiders want when they are in that full court pressure. You'll take a couple of easy ones. You'll give up a couple easy ones if you can create turnovers like that throughout the contest. Well, Cameron Smith and Jocelyn Moore have alternated the point guard duties for the Raiders so far. Right now it's Cameron Smith. Dribbles with the right hand now for Azilla Funchess. Crossing over to the left side. Big time move into the paint. Passes it back out. 3 ball from Moore. Won't go. The offense looked big time. The shot just wasn't there for the Raiders. As this one kicked out again to Moore. This time she puts it on the floor. Kick out 3 ball won't go off the front iron, and a third chance for the Raiders. This is becoming a theme now. 3 ball on the way, around and out. And on the 5th or maybe the 6th attempt, it is converted at the rim by Cameron Smith. She'll get a chance to go to the line. Not what you want to see for the Broncos. I mentioned in the open, they do give up height or at least we think they do, because, again, your Spring Hill Bronco roster does not include heights. So we think they give up height at a lot of positions here in this matchup, and that could be the struggle throughout the contest to rebound the basketball. Here comes Weber. Stop and pop jumper was no good. Rodden underneath for the board. Able to wrestle it away, but then almost threw it away. Loose ball down low is grabbed by Funchess, and it's going to be a jump ball. Both teams really getting after it here. Staines back in for the Raiders, who feel like they make a substitute almost every time the ball goes out of bounds. Three ball on the way from Burnt, who converts. So first lead of the contest for the Raiders, of course, one of the top teams in 6A, making them, of course, one of the top contenders in the entire state. Triple drive by Bond is cut off on the baseline. Now they swing it for Weber. Kick out jumper for Bond is too strong. Another O board for Rodden. And she's wrestled to the ground. Another jump ball. Broncos ball underneath. Paige Huso with the play call. It's been undoubtedly a fantastic, anyone would consider it a fantastic start here to Coach Huso's head coaching career. Bounce pass inside off the flex cut as Bond will step out and take a jumper, no good. Rebound is loose, or was for a moment, but the Raiders able to collect it. Here comes Funchess. Loose dribble, but you can see what she can do with it. Puts it on the deck, the gather at the rim, and gets fouled. My goodness. Funchess got a whole lot of momentum and not a lot of steps on that play. That is the kind of burst that you don't see at that size in the women's game. And it certainly doesn't feel good when it collides with your chest like it did that time with Addison Bond. Bond temporarily taking a seat, believes she just got the wind knocked out of her. Does send Funchess to the stripe. Have her listed for just 1 point from the free throw line. Again, all stats you'll hear me say are not official. First one offline from Funchess. And with Funchess, you get a player who, even when that shot is off or that offensive ability might be off, you can still see how that ability impacts the game on the defensive end. There's an offensive rebound for her. Kick out. Burnt already hit one. Give it back to her. Now looking inside for Funchess, who wants to give it right back. Funchess now relocating inside. And an athletic catch inside by Moore, who got blocked. Here come the Broncos up ahead. And the shot up, no. Busher just barely overdoing it. And a little bit of a scoring drought here as we head toward the tail end of the first quarter. Smith up the floor, right to left, or left to right, I should say. All the way in, took an extra step, didn't get called. And now the Broncos just need to hold on to the basketball. That shot released well after the horn, but the Broncos go into the second quarter. They trail 11-8, sticking with one of the top teams in 6A so far. You're watching girls basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Second quarter coming your way from Spring Hill with Caden Carbajo manning the camera. I am Alex Smith, excited for not only this contest but also the doubleheader on Friday. And then you'll be brought some action in the following week also by BJ Harris before we welcome in the new year. And what better to welcome in the new year than high school basketball. Funchess puts it on the floor. Look at that spin move, up and under fake, and gets it to go. Well, that is a fantastic move by Funchess, and the finish to match. Bond reversing. Now they do get it to Weber, who puts it on the floor. Nice move inside, drops it off. The shot won't go. Elizabeth Suter leaving it short. And that spot has been open. A couple of kick-out baseline J's, but the Broncos really been offline from there. Hasn't mattered who's shooting it. Weber now to inbound. Might have to watch the 5 count here. And does. Weber couldn't get it in. Cameron Smith really kind of, since that initial flurry in this game, has been running point. Here's Funchess inside. Nice catch. Now kick out 3 for more, and it goes down. Well, when this team can feature Funchess down in the paint, that forces the defense to collapse, and that is how you get easy 3 balls. Moore was right there defensively, couldn't get the steal. Here's Weber. Puts it on the floor with the left hand, nowhere to go with it. Now Bond. Crossing over to the middle. The spin move, the step through, can't get the shot. A rebound by LaPlante, who lost it. And Shawnee Mission South coming down on the run here. Jocelyn Moore looking for Smith, now looking in the post. Does get it to Smith. That was a double dribble. Another step through move inside by Funchess. No good this time on the shot. And that's going to be a foul. Nothing flagrant about it. Just a hard pursuit of the ball there from Cameron Smith. These 2 guards at the kind of the top of this, what's been at times been a zone defense. Moore and Cameron Smith, they're tough. Broncos going to get in their set, and that's what you need to do when you're on a little scoring drought. And look at that, Weber is open underneath and gets fouled. Good execution. That's exactly what Coach Yusa wants to see when the team is struggling to put the ball in the hoop. Nice backdoor play there. Would have resulted in a layup if not for the foul. And here's a nice blob set right-handed layup. Is converted by Busher. Cameron Smith motoring down the other way with the left hand, goes up and gets it to go. And that is going to prompt a Bronco timeout. Just let the point guard go coast to coast after you finally broke the scoring drought. Broncos in trouble early. They trail 18-10 here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400.
Well, Broncos trying to dig themselves out of the 8-point hole here. And trying to do that before it gets too late. You got to stay in touching distance when you're playing a quality opponent like the Raiders of Shawnee Mission South. Bond dribbles into some trouble, swings it now around for, looks like that's Busher now with the ball. Puts it on the deck, nowhere to go. Now Weber, a deep triple on the way off the back iron. And that hit the shot clock, should have been out of bounds. Funchess up ahead to Staines, who has a wild pass out, barely able to save it. Zilla Funchess, 6 points already for the junior. And could be setting up a teammate here. The shot won't go. So Bond comes the other way with the right hand. Working on Jocelyn Moore, gets it into the corner. Here's Weber, nice cut inside, can't convert. A good look for the Broncos, just left it short. Doing a better job getting back defensively, though, matched up player to player as Jocelyn Moore backs it out. These guards from the Raiders, they're not afraid to isolate. Neither is Funchess. Let's move inside, now kicks it out for Smith. And the runner for Smith. Cameron Smith now tied for the team lead, 6 points for the 5'9" junior. Bond trying to move inside. Pass out for LaPlante, who gathered it low and got mixed up in there. Wave of substitutions entering the game, 2 apiece. And fans of the Broncos may be relieved to see Funchess heading to the bench, but not relieved to see the 6'3" Van Elders straight into the game. Weber now takes the screen up high and does not hesitate to pull the trigger. Almost got it to go. Smith with the strong board. Will dribble between 3 players. Get it up ahead. And a 3 now on the way for Van Elders. Won't go. Well, the posts are shooting threes. It's been a trend in the men's game, and why not in the women's game too? 6'3" players shooting 3-point shots would have been crazy as early as 10 or maybe 15 years ago. But commonplace now in even the high school game. Weber bounces for Herman. Now Herman gets it back. Weber on the reverse, pulls another triple. That one short. Weber going to need to continue to keep shooting, though, despite these last few jumpers not going down. Maybe get an easy one. 3 on the way, off the mark for Jocelyn Moore. Now here comes Herman. Lets it go, and it's too strong. Other way, this is what you just can't afford to do against this team. As they run the break, can't convert, and another foul going to be called. A touch foul against Van Elders, who is reaching over for the board. Well, Van Elders missed a lot of that first quarter with the fouls, immediately picks up another one and is headed to the bench. A little easier to stomach, though, when Funchess can hop off the bench and get back in there for her. Nice look inside, converted by Busher. And they saw the Raiders setting up in that 2-3 zone and just crashed, overloaded. That strong side got the lane to go. Busher's 4th point of the contest. And again, I said it earlier, stay within touching distance. To me, that means single digits. You can really be in touching distance, 12, maybe 13-point deficit, maybe. But at this level, shorter game, fewer points are scored. You want to stay within single digits. Jump shot on the way by Funchess, who was off balance and couldn't get it to go. And the Broncos nearly lost it. Busher was surrounded by a crowd of Raider defenders. More returns for the Raiders. Bond, a dangerous pass for Weber, predictably picked off. Here's the jumper by Moore. She drains it. Jocelyn Moore up to 7 points now on the contest, as the lead now up to 9. Weber up ahead, and the pass is way over her head. And that's what I mean when I say those are the type of situations that the Raiders want to create. In that phase of play, a perfect pass would have resulted in a layup. However, when you're scrambling against a more athletic team to bring the ball up the court, it is very hard or perhaps even impossible to throw a perfect pass, and you end up turning it over trying to do too much. Nice defense up high by the Broncos. But a power dribble step through by Moore, can't convert. Look at this pressure defensively. And it's tapped out of bounds. It will stay with the Raiders. Coach Husa wanted a foul, also dismayed about this out of bounds call. Haven't seen her get into it with any officials just yet this season. Of course, I've only seen this my second game of action. But sensing that this is the moment that the Broncos need to dig deep, need to hang in there. 3 ball on the way, won't go. And a tough rebound inside. Looked like a whole lot of body on there on a busher underneath, but they've established this is clearly going to be a physical contest tonight. Both teams sitting at 6 fouls. Inbound straight to Burnt. Now Cameron Smith shakes the defender, gives it off to Moore. Collapse the defense. 3 ball on the way from Funchess off the back iron. And that's going to be over the back once again. So you can be physical, you just can't reach directly over the back, it seems like. Is the 7th team foul. Don't believe that, it will result in 1-and-1. The offensive foul rule does not apply, so it's a big break right now. If you are the Broncos, which we are. Big break to walk 70 feet to the free throw stripe and a chance to score 2 points. Of course, you got to make them, though. First one, back iron, tapped out of bounds, and that's going to be Bronco basketball. That's what I thought the officials were going to say, and really just nobody for the Broncos even went for it. It was just mishandled there by Shawnee Mission South. Nice pass inside. Shot attempt was blocked. And Funchess sprinting the other way with the long strides. Kickback 3. They find Burnt in the corner. And Burnt 2 for 2. Might say she's burning this Broncos defense with the long ball. Just 30 seconds left in the first half. Dangerous passing to try to beat this press. That one mishandled. They do get it up ahead, though, to Jaylee White, who goes inside and puts it in for 2. Just a sophomore into the contest for the first time in the second quarter and looking to get physical with these Raider guards. Working right now on Smith. Nice spin move inside and puts it in for 2. My goodness, Cameron Smith. No shot on that final play. And a very strong second quarter here from the Shawnee Mission South Raiders has the Broncos in a 12-point hole. You're watching girls basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Well, the halftime show here on Spring Hill Sports Live is brought to you by Michael Gren at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. Well, Michael Gren, a faithful viewer, most of you who are tuned in on this Tuesday night, I'm sure you are as well. And Spring Hill, unfortunately, in a hole early, a game which, of course, Shawnee Mission South favored in a big way in this contest, not only being the 6A team traveling on the road, not only hailing from by far the toughest conference in Kansas high school, especially girls basketball, but boys too, from that Sunflower League, already beating Olathe West, and might I say beating Olathe West convincingly by about 20 points in their first and only contest they've played so far this season. Right now, they score 27-15 at the half, and my goodness, the Raiders really look like a complete squad the way they've gotten it done. Jocelyn Moore has 7 points. Funchess is really kind of the key piece, it seems like, for the Raiders. She's got 6. Cameron Smith with 8 points, just kind of sneakily making those outside shots in those drives. And Leila Brent, the 2 3 balls, 2 for 2 on those, giving the Raiders 27 points on the game. They got up to 60 in that first contest of the season, which they won. And so that is, it's defensively, there's no doubt about it. Defensively, you got to make stops. Offensively, you had the looks, have the Broncos. They've gotten good looks at times. The shots just have not fallen. And you're going to need to defend and, most importantly, take care of the basketball, of advancing the ball against the press as you look to narrow that Shawnee Mission South advantage heading into the second half. I'm Alex Smith. Caden Carbajo is here with me, and we're bringing you the second half of action and more Michael Grant halftime analysis coming up next right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
You've been in there over 30 minutes. You don't pay the water bill, get out.
Wouldn't it be great if you could control your internet usage like other utilities?
I can.
No, I mean if you could control how much usage there was so you could save yourself money, like with water.
Yeah, I know. I already can with Go Brawly.
Oh, well, now you can. With the all-new app from Go Brawly, you'll have complete control from anywhere. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of.
Welcome back for a little bit more halftime analysis here. We've got a minute 30 on the clock. We talked about the Raiders stats. We did not talk about your Broncos. They scored 15 points in that first half and really started out the game quite strong. I believe it was a 5-0 lead and also 8-2 at one point. But then the Raiders came storming back and the Broncos really went cold there in that second quarter. Again, despite getting pretty good looks at the basket throughout most of that time, we got Addison Bond with 2 points. Jenna Weber has a 3 and a 2, so that's 5. Busher with 4, and Rodden with the and 1 and another free throw point for 4 points as well. Balanced scoring effort for both sides. However, just not enough of a scoring effort right now for the Broncos to get it done. Going to need to key in on Azilla Funchess if they want to get it done in that second half. A couple of area scores for you as our area matchups are presented by Elliott Insurance Group. Area score, Lewisburg, big win, 74-46 over Baldwin on the girls' side earlier. And because we only have a girls' game tonight, we're only talking girls' scores. No boys' basketball here. As Weber will take the inbound and try to establish some offensive consistency here for the Broncos. Busher on the elbow, running into trouble. Bond thought about the triple for a second. Now for Suter. Weber doesn't need more than a second to think about it, but it's off the mark. Rebounded strong inside by Moore. Moore up the floor, going to go all the way once again and put it in for 2. Jocelyn Moore, that's the 9th point of the contest. More pressure here. All the way up the court by Funchess. Bond moving inside, puts it up, and gets it to go. Addison Bond, not necessarily a scorer by trade, likes to kind of run the offense and get others involved, but when she needs to, she can score the rock. Going to be in a hold on the post up inside. So Brielle Staines, you finally get posted up on that's an offensive foul. So, but to put this kind of matchup into perspective, you finally get Van Elders actually on the 3-point line, the 6'3", a junior for Shawnee Mission South. Get her out on the 3-point line, and then you're like, okay, this is great. Now I got Staines in the paint. Staines is 6 foot. It's not an easy matchup either. Staines, look at number 11 on the top of the press. You just don't see that kind of length on the perimeter defensively. That pass picked off by Moore. Here comes Brielle Staines. Dropping it off for Funchess, who can't convert. Strong rebound inside Van Elders. And right back in there go the Raiders. It's rejected. Smith out for Moore, who puts it on the floor and got fouled at the rack. And that's another thing that just plagued the Broncos throughout the entire first half. Again, we don't have the live statistics, but if we had field goal percentage, I don't think either of these teams are shooting particularly well from the field. But the reason the Raiders are able to convert that into a 13-point cushion, even with pretty similar field goal rate, is just that second, third, even fourth opportunity they've gotten so many times here tonight. Moore is good on the second one. So Moore already 4 points here. All 4 points of the third. And this is where the Broncos have run into trouble over and over again. That's a 10-second count, and Broncos barely got close to it. That's going to prompt a timeout as the Broncos need to talk things over on the press break. We'll take a break as well here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Right back here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Broncos struggling to progress the ball here against the press defense by the Raiders. Nice pass, though, inside this time, and look at that execution out of a timeout. That will make any coach in the country smile. Sydney Busher gets it to go, and Van Elders thought about letting go another 3-ball into the trusty hands of Cameron Smith. Just kind of let that deputy Jocelyn Moore do most of the handling so far here in the third. That one is picked off, intercepted by Busher, got one defender to beat, puts her in the spin cycle and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Van Elders. Smith moving it up ahead. Smith and Moore, those two have been pushing the pace throughout. 3-ball on the way by Funchess, and doesn't catch any rim. Hustle play, though, by the junior, and a timeout called with the Raiders diving on the deck. And we'll take one, too. Why not, here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Broncos hanging tough so far here in the third quarter. Teams have scored 4 apiece after the restart as the Raiders possess it underneath. A nice play design, but the pass wasn't matching. Van Elder swinging for Funchess, who lets it go once again, no good. Funchess very effective inside, but may want to rethink that approach from beyond the arc. Wild pass up ahead is handled by a sophomore. Another pass down low, this time a foul going to be picked up by Busher. Funchess picks up foul number 2. We'll see what the Broncos can do with the ball underneath. Freeing up space in the corner now. Weber might be trying to run off that one. Weber relocates, puts it on the deck, gets in the post, and puts it in with the left hand. Well, if you can't find a space to hit the jumper, get down low, use that size advantage, and stick it home with the left. Will drive by Moore, who uses the strength inside, and it's tossed out of bounds. You can see that when these Raider guards kind of get to that spot, they tend to look for that movement in the post. As some more full court pressure is shown, of course, why wouldn't you if you're the Raiders? And you've seen Spring Hill struggle with it. Another turnover. And at the rim, foul going to be picked up by Busher. She'll take that one. Was going for the block, of course, but a lot of fouls in the first half for the Broncos. Fortunately, they were spread out throughout the squad. No foul trouble to speak of as of yet. On the other side for the Raiders, both Van Elders and Funchess have a pair of fouls. Not exactly foul trouble at this stage in the game, but things can change quickly. And Jocelyn Moore now. With all 6 points here for Shawnee Mission. Another pass is tipped. Same result for the Raiders. Here comes Smith. Nice move into the lane. Steps through the final defender and puts it in. Cameron Smith on the run when she's got a head full of steam. So hard to stop her. And the Broncos able to beat the press. Now you just have to be patient, and that's what's so hard to do when you haven't had the ball in the half court for so long. Weber available for support. Looking inside, but that pass too dangerous. Cameron Smith intercepts and chucks it up ahead. Smith gets it back and now kicks it out for Byrne. Bagby put it on the floor, but too late. She traveled. Side inbound, you're seeing Spring Hill going with the sophomore Jaylee White earlier on in this second half than she was utilized in the first. Right now, Spring Hill needs sure-handed guards, and sometimes that experience, sometimes you don't know that you should be nervous against a good team like the Raiders, and it could be the idea with White. Here she makes a nice move inside, can't convert, but the rebound is tapped out of bounds by the Raiders. Funchess and Van Elders return. Weber takes the shot, and it's off the mark. Rebounded out of bounds by White. Weber asked to shoulder such a heavy burden offensively right now. Anytime she's even remotely open, she's got to take the shot, even when they're not going down for her. Nice move here by Van Elders, who puts it in for two with the left. Haven't seen Van Elders too much offensively due to that foul trouble, but that move looked plenty good from the elbow. Here comes White, attacking the pair of gigantic defenders. Nice move inside, but shot won't go. It's tapped out, but it'll stay Bronco ball. And if you can just cut this right now from 15, 16 back down to 12, head into the fourth, feeling like you can get an upset. Alternative is the Raiders keep the pressure on, keep the turnovers coming. Funchess battling in there for possession, and looked like it was Bagby in there mixing it up with the Broncos. When you talk about size for the Raiders, it's not just their size down low, those two big guards. They've got more than two big guards, but it's those two big guards in particular, Moore and Cameron Smith. 5'9", 5'10", typically at this level, that'll put you down low in the paint. But hey, someone's got to be a guard for this massive Shawnee Mission South team. Nice drive through the lane and in by Jocelyn Moore, who's really come alive in this third quarter. And Moore harassing on defense, did manage to help poke it away. Burnt now tries a three and banks it in. She's 3 for 3 with the triples. And that'll prompt a timeout. We'll take one too as the Broncos trail big here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
The Broncos falling behind here in the third quarter of action against one of the top, or what is projected to be one of the top teams in 6A Kansas girls basketball this year. And if you watch this entire contest, you can certainly see why, as Weber going to step into a jumper, won't go, gets her own rebound and might try it again, thinks better of it. Jump ball inside as the 6'3" Van Elders was tossed around a little bit on that play. really the balance of this Shawnee Mission South team. That's what in fact, you rarely see at the high school level. Boys, girls, it doesn't matter. You don't get to, in general at least, choose your own players. You don't get to choose who lives in your town. But the Raiders, a nice combination, a nice complement of players, some who can push the pace, some who can dominate down low, and some who can control the glass. Weber picks up the second personal. We'll have some free throws coming in for Moore. Still the third quarter. So that means Moore has time to make it a 10-piece here in just the third, but with that free throw miss, it'll make it harder to do so. Do you order a 10-piece? Caden, I think I need a 14-piece after this game.
Yeah.
Here we go. Shot comes in. No good on both of the free throw attempts. Rare misses by Moore as the Spring Hill up the floor once again. White puts it on the floor, and that shot, yes, it was partially blocked. Really like Jaylee White, though, getting an extended run here, because at this point, you kind of have fallen out of touching distance, but it's still very early in the season. Still, the teams believe in the place that they're going to get to, and part of that is seasoning those younger players, putting them in positions where they know they can succeed later on in the year. It's going to be more relaxed now from the Raiders to end quarter number 3. Moore for Smith, stepping through the defenders and putting up an errant shot. That'll run out quarter number 3 with the Broncos trailing by 21. You're watching Broncos girls basketball here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark. Now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill, Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
A dominant third quarter by the Raiders, a dominant third quarter by Jocelyn Moore, who scored 8 points by herself in that quarter. And you see the Broncos come out in a 2-3 look now, just trying to slow down the Raider attack. It's not the most aggressive defense, but at this point in the game, you just got to change something up. Van Elder diving to the rack. But that does give the Raiders the opportunity to just possess the ball if they so choose. There's no shot clock, of course, to help out the Raiders in this instance. Despite a nice looking shot clock console here at home for the Raiders, I will say that, or the Broncos, I should say. Broncos, you're ahead of your time. There will eventually be shot clock in high school basketball. It'll happen. Here comes Bond motoring down the left-hand side, got blocked. I think that was Van Elder on the play, the 6'3" defender. These bigs really move well for Shawnee Mission South, particularly Brielle Staines, the 6' senior. Not really a feature player offensively, but she plays at the top of the press on D and really does a nice job. That rebound loose, but eventually is gathered by Smith. Wild pass across the court, and that one was never going to work for the Raiders. Looks like the press is off now, thankfully for the Broncos, as Bond dribbles left to right, looking for some help from a screen up high. Spin move. And a foul is going to come in. Looks like, I thought that Bond actually got hit maybe on the face in that play as part of the move that she did. Weber now to inbound. No 5 count this time. And the shot goes up, won't go. Hustle rebound by Weber. Gets it back out, return pass, and now the 3. Well, that's more like it for Weber. Been trying to do so much, been asked to do so much offensively, and kind of went cold there for a moment in the second, but back in a big way. A great hustle rebound leads to a 3 ball. That one reversed. And the 3 by Van Elders was no good. Pass up ahead is dropped by the Broncos. Weber is open and now gets it down low. It's tapped away, and that's going to be, oh, my goodness, that's going to be Raider basketball. Cameron Smith for more. Looks like the starting 5 out there for the Raiders, and even in a blowout game, which, I mean, almost a 20-point contest, certainly doesn't have the feel or intensity of a blowout game, but one of the issues for the Raiders as this season continues, they don't even have anyone to put in a game like this where they lead by a lot late in the contest. We've got 7 players on the roster. Fast break opportunity now for Shawnee Mission South. It's up by more, no good. Weber looking for an outlet before she runs into trouble. Bond up ahead, leaves it for Busher, who puts it in. Well, Busher started the game quickly with a pair of buckets in the first quarter. That was back when the Broncos were rolling, kind of took command of that first 3-4 minute stretch. But it's been all Raiders ever since. And the Raiders with all the time in the world here to back it out. Five count initiated, but you got to guard all 5 for that to be effective. And a foul taken by Bond on the play. Substitutes enter the contest, looking ahead, of course, to Friday, that doubleheader action. Raiders. Bird almost had a chance for another 3 ball. And nearly stolen away, but the possession drags on for the Raiders. It's Baldwin who will be the opponent here on a Friday night, both the boys and the girls' side. Girls' side falling by almost 30 points to Lewisburg, as, wouldn't you know, another 3 ball by Lane Byrne. Has been fairly quiet, just doesn't need a whole lot of attempts to be so efficient. And speaking of efficiency, Busher puts in another 2. This one just kind of losing its energy that it had throughout, and that's because of the stall offense now being put in by the Raiders. Busher dribbles it up herself all the way down low and missed the layup. Like the idea from Busher, certainly not wasting any time, but overeager on the foul there. Herman back in the contest. Reserve players, tough time really scoring the basketball, and that's where you see the gap between 5 and 6A. Spring Hill got a couple players who can play at this level, who can compete at this level, but when you go up against a 6A team, that depth of talent is just so much different. And Spring Hill just not having the firepower to compete with the big-time 6A current power in the Shawnee Mission South Raiders. They'll compete far into the postseason. Has a nice steal there by Funchess. Funchess all the way up ahead, spinning back to the other side, but got blocked. Rebounded by Van Elders, who put it in. Well, Van Elders showing there's more to her game than just rebounding and just being 6'3". Has scored the ball a couple times and really done more in that second half. Here's Weber, a nice reverse. Mentioned the older brother of Jenna Weber. Saw him as I was working a Johnson County, a men's basketball game, playing for Kansas Wesleyan University. And unfortunately for him, fortunately for Johnson, was defeated on that occasion, but had a nice word with him. Told him that I had just covered the Eudora game. Told him, I said, your sister's a little bit of a hooper. He said, I didn't expect this. I didn't know that she would develop like this. And I thought that was funny. Older siblings always tend to underestimate our youngers. Cameron Smith on the dribble drive, kick out three for Burnt, and believe that may be the first or maybe second miss that she's had from three all night, including one that banked in. Just a minute 15 to go as Weber launches a triple off the front iron. Offensive rebound is collected by the Broncos. Here's Weber again. And you can see this defense just so keyed in on Weber. Spring Hill, they've got nowhere else to go to score the ball. Bond in trouble and lost it. Might be a jump ball here late in this one, as it looked like Callie Rodden got the arm in there just at that last moment. Really like what I saw from Rodden in this one, though. Just a sophomore as well, and a scrappy, tenacious player under the basket. Such a great player type to have, an energy big to bring in off the bench. It's a good player type regardless, really, that 4-5 position spark plug type. But when you can bring that energy off the bench in the first wave, it can do so much for you. Cameron Smith to the basket, and those Raider guards have gotten to the basket at will. See if the Broncos can tack on anything here on what looks likely to be their final possession. Here is Weber off the front iron. So that'll wrap this one up. A dominant performance by the Shawnee Mission South Raiders. They move to 2-0 in the 6A. Spring Hill, they fall under 500, 2-3 now on the young season, and they'll be back here on Friday against Baltimore. We've got post-game coming up next. You're watching girls basketball on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit
The post-game show is brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Apologies, folks, really struggling with my voice kind of to end this contest here. Had a coughing fit that was apparently waiting until that fourth quarter ended to come out. But the Spring Hill Broncos fall to a record of 2-3. They host Baldwin on Friday. Really, this one a story of a strong start in the home opener. Of course, the Broncos not favored in this matchup against the Raiders, coming in just one game played for them on the season before this one. This is their second win, though. The other win came against Olathe West, who are very highly touted in the state of Kansas in 6A as well. So the Shawnee Mission South Raiders certainly looking quite good after this one. The guards, Jocelyn Moore and it was Cameron Smith. That pair really kind of sparked things. And then when you just get a cash conversion from Leela Brandt, who just could not miss from 3, including that bank shot that went in there at the end of the third quarter. It was not going to be Spring Hill's night once that came into play. Some big performances for the Raiders down low as well. It was mostly Funchess kind of in that first half before the guards took over there in the second. And Jenna Weber really trying to will this team to victory. Just could not get it done tonight. Asked to shoulder a massive load offensively and was coming alive at the beginning and the end of this one. Just could not keep the scoring going throughout that middle section. So again, Spring Hill Broncos fall to 2-3 on the season. Shawnee Mission South, they look really good, advancing to 2-0. The Broncos will return to action on Friday. Both the boys and the girls will match up against Baldwin. Believe that is the classic 6 o'clock doubleheader start time, and we'll have that all for you right here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Folks, I've been Alex Smith. I will continue to be with you all season long, and on the camera tonight, Caden Carbajo's been here. We appreciate you spending your Tuesday night with us right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at strodeortho.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.